on. Major Shah is live with us. Major Shah, what do you make of these statements which have been espoused by an alleged self-accepted Pakistani spy? He claims that he visited India, he spied on India for an extended period of 2 to 3 years. Of course, he has a lot of statements to make against India, and no surprise there considering he belongs to Pakistan. But would you say that today it exposes the activities, the covert activities which our sly and surreptitious neighbor Pakistan indulges in?
It does expose the sly activities that Pakistan indulges in, and I am generally not surprised by this, to be very, very honest. Because what do you expect? What do you expect from an unethical, ill-meaning nation? What do you expect? I mean, they would obviously, and also one more thing, that when somebody from Pakistan is coming over here, though there is an IB check, there is a full intelligence check, and then a full visa is given from the government of India. But that is why we have to be very careful that they should not be in purview of any sensitive information. And at the best, I would laugh at Pakistan, at this journalist as well, to tell him that what makes him think that India was very openly gave you all the sensitive information. You can go and make a fool of yourself in your country. You can fool all your countrymen. But let me tell you, we are smarter than what they think we are. They might think they have gathered all the information from us and they are helping ISI. ISI will make a bigger fool than made out of themselves when their ISI chief, Faiz Hamid, went to Afghanistan to support Taliban when they were gunning for a seat in the parliament. So if they think that we will hand over our sensitive information to them and they will quickly spy, they are not efficient enough in every way. Militarily, they have proved it, they are not efficient. That is why they use in Mufti, that's in civil dress, the terrorists that come over the crossover, they use that as a weapon. They don't have the guts to face us. And if they feel that they've got sensitive information from India for which they are sadly under illusion, we'll fool you. We will think that so even we know how to play psychological warfare very well. So let them make any claims. It should not be taken with a pinch of salt either. It should be actually taken seriously that if any Pakistani is visiting India, even be it on a diplomatic visit also, be it on an official visit, through proper documentation and passport visa, still a hawk's eye is always kept. That's what I know. What I'm aware of is whenever any Indian goes to Pakistan, earlier we had a lot of cultural activities exchanging, Pakistani actors would come to India, Indian actors would go there and such things. And I am told that, an intelligence agency always keeps a hawk's eye on them. And if he thinks he is smart enough to spy, sadly mistaken.
Exactly. And all the claims, of course, where he's singing a eulogy to himself and of course to Pakistan, all of them have to be taken with a pinch of salt. But end of the day, would you not say, Major Shah, as someone who belongs to the defense forces, it does show the cowardice of Pakistan. They cannot meet soldiers like yourself on the war front, on the ground, and that's why they are indulging in such surreptitious and backhanded activities. And mind you, all of us have known that spying operations take place in Pakistan as well as in India, but Pakistan has been categorically and vociferously denying them. At least those claims completely stand exposed today.
You are 100% right, and thank you for bringing it out, Meenakshi. And I have seen them from very close quarters, Meenakshi. In the year 2003, 2005, 2 years, I was at the Indo-Pak border where I was manning the last post of our country, last post, and their first post was just 30 meters away from us. Just 30 meters. They were just the fencing in between, and here was the Indian flag, here was the Pakistani flag. And I have seen them from close quarters. They do not have the courage to face us. They do not have the courage to... Okay, I will tell you quickly, I will tell you a very interesting anecdote in exactly a minute. My father has fought in the 1971 war. And my father, in his TEDx talk, it's there on YouTube, he had mentioned that once there was a flag march, which means, it was a flag meeting, not flag march, sorry, flag meeting, where the Pakistani soldiers and the Indian soldier would meet across the border. What they saw was something really will make you laugh. They saw a fat Pakistani major with a Jawan behind him, with an umbrella holding behind him, coming. Where the Indian troops were there, they were there to say them, okay, come on, you want to talk to us. And such a thing is unthinkable in the Indian army. That's what sets us apart, and that is what Pakistan denied the dead bodies of their brave soldiers who fought bravely also. I mean, a soldier has to give a due credit to other soldier. They fought in the Kargil war. Well, it was cowardice, I would say, but a few other soldiers, because our Indian Army brigadier actually wrote a letter of citation to one of the Pakistani soldiers who was awarded Nishan-e-Haider, equivalent to a Paramveer Chakra. So who fought bravely? I'll give that credit to that person only. But most of them are cowards, and they refuse to acknowledge their dead bodies. Now, Meenakshi, can you buy that? A nation which refuses to acknowledge the sacrifice of its soldiers who are martyred and say they're not ours, they have been planted, we don't know them. That nation needs to actually drown. They really need to drown. I mean, it is, so their fake claims, and they are going to be meeting this worst fate in Sri Lanka, by the way.
Yeah.
Sri Lanka has friends and elder brothers like India who are coming forward, and they are doing their best to help them out. Who will help out Pakistan? They have lost all their friends. They have fallen apart with every single friend. Today, not a single person is going to stand up with Pakistan.
So there's no doubt about that, that Pakistan... There's no doubt about that Pakistan has been exposed, it has been isolated. But what do you make of these facetious claims by this Pakistani spy, Major Shah? You know, as far as India is concerned, India has always made these allegations against Pakistan that it's sending spies inside of India, of course, carrying on these backhanded operations to disturb peace in our country. Do you think it's time perhaps that India can now raise it at an international level as well and expose Pakistan, further isolate them in front of the world?
Of course, Meenakshi, and we must, and we have been doing it, but they are incorrigible. They never improve. They never want to actually live a better life. The problem with them is very simple. They're not interested in what's happening in their country. Let them drown. They are more interested in peeping from the neighbor's window. Oh, what's happening over there? They would be more interested in that. That is their problem. And we have exposed them. The whole international community already knows what fakes they are. So beware of fakes. That's one lesson that goes home. Secondly, this spy, this journalist, or rather I would call him a spy, or I would call him an imposter. This imposter, what makes him think, I mean, he's really living under some illusion to get a psychological test done, in fact, Meenakshi.
Well, absolutely, Major Shah, and you have summarized it succinctly. This latest claims by an alleged Pakistani spy does nothing but only exposes the cowardice of Pakistan.